Hello, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Wednesday, May the 29th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This could play out today. The message may or may not be for you. Just take what resonates, leave behind the rest. We do have the moon entering into Pisces today, which is creating some heightened sensitivity. We also have Mars in Aries conjunct the wounded healer Chiron in Aries today. And so these energies really are rebirthing the feminine and the masculine within and without. And so these energies brought forward for me the judgment with the Seven of Wands. And so the judgment is this process of soul retrieval, soul awakening, remembering past lives. I was also shown the Tower with the Queen of Cups. And so this is rebirthing the divine feminine when it comes to the Queen of Cups energy, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Mars in Aries, like I said, conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer in Aries. And so this brought forward death with strength, and the Fool with the Hermit connected to the masculine. And so you can pertain this to two separate beings, or this could all be a major rebirthing happening within your own inner masculine and feminine energies, because as within, so without. And so we are in this powerful, spiritual, transformative portal of energies. We are preparing for this 888 Lionsgate portal this summer, this August. And so the collective is undergoing a very powerful awakening, a very powerful enlightenment process. And with enlightenment, there is the process of endarkenment, which is going into illuminating the shadows. And so whatever is hidden has to come to light when it comes to confronting past mistakes and any limiting beliefs that keep us stuck. So what are you seeking? What do you need to let go of? I do feel, what do you need to release when it comes to understanding a pattern that needs to be released that really is no longer serving you when it comes to embracing a more uplifting path? And so what I kept hearing, channeling these energies this morning, was come to the other side. Come to the other side. And so this could mean sudden changes in love. This could mean going towards transformative healing relationships, but we do need to look beyond any initial shock, because that Tower is coming in saying, do not be naive. And so we don't want to play into any naivety in the energies, because I do feel the Queen of Cups is this very nurturing energy and can oftentimes overgive when it comes to providing healing support to others. So remember to fill your own cup first, whether you resonate as divine feminine or divine masculine. I think strength really is needed right now for the collective to move forward. We got to remember, this awakening journey is difficult. It is not for the faint of heart. And I do feel in the end we do come out the other side, and we come to the other side with like a newfound sense of clarity, of purpose, of self. And so strength and understanding who we really are, so we can fully step into embodying our purpose and what we came here to do. We all came here with a wish, with a purpose, with some type of life path to fulfill. If you would like to dig a little bit more into your karmic mission and how to fulfill that, and you would like to book a reading with me, please feel free to check out the description box below or the video card link above. I'd love to get that booked in for you. But I feel collectively right now we do need to take a step back. We need to accept sometimes there are things in our love life that are out of control, that we have no control over when it comes to endings and beginnings. And so the Tower indicates this could be a time of destruction for sure, but the Tower comes in to destroy and break apart anything false. And so focus on embracing the changes, whatever they might be, arising for you over the coming days, and make the best of whatever is coming your way, because I do feel we need to transition into the next phase as we prepare for this Lionsgate. So I think we're going to jump in with some cards. Before jumping in with some cards, guys, please feel free to check out the membership side of the channel. I go live there every Thursday, Eastern Standard Time at noon. If you'd like to become a channel member and learn and grow with us over on the other side, I'd love to have you join us. Check out the link below if you'd like to become a channel member and access all the bonus perks over on the membership side. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and don't forget to like the videos, comment on the videos, and share the videos. It just helps the channel to grow. It's just a nice, free, easy way to show me some love. But let's get further into this with the cards. I am going to start off today by using the Heart's Hidden Secret deck. I don't know if you've noticed, but I kind of rearranged and cleaned up my office space yesterday, and so I dusted everything and moved it all around. Fresh new energy. And I know somebody had mentioned I found my other little wizard guy, but he's missing the crystal, so I got my little wizard guy back here, and I got my singing bowls out, and so freshened up the energy. Let's see what needs to come through. We get memories and we get peace. I'm hearing that Maroon 5 song, Memories. Somebody might call someday. I do think dwelling on the past really is bittersweet. I do feel there's a lot of reminiscing too. We need to remember we do have Pluto retrograde. And so depending on where Pluto is transitioning through your birth chart, this might be a lot of reminiscing when it comes to a situation that maybe you've dwelled upon for a long time. I think it is bittersweet to put the past to bed. But we're headed towards peace, harmony, building new balanced friendships and unions. And so somebody here might feel stuck between a rock and a hard place. And the journey can really be bittersweet. Look at that. It flipped right out. We get time. What I heard is time heals all wounds. So I feel somebody's been waiting a long time for a cycle or this very moment to come to pass. We get bluff. So somebody here is wearing a mask. Somebody here is either pretending or over-exaggerating their feelings, or, you know, putting a smile on their face when really below the surface, somebody here is struggling. We get ecstasy. And so we could have somebody here that is really struggling with some repressed emotions, and they're chasing thrills. They're chasing excitement. They're chasing a good time. I think to block something on the heart. Yeah. And I feel on the flip side, somebody here is very in tune to a telepathic connection. And so there's conflict here. There is definitely some conflict here. I do feel maybe somebody is bluffing in a relationship where really there's a clashing, or there's a lot of differences here and there's some incompatibility. And maybe somebody is missing and craving somebody else that they're in separation with, at a distance with, that they look at as family. So I do feel the energy is very conflicted. I think it's conflicting. I think there's a big decision that needs to be made. I think somebody's really overthinking the situation. I also feel this energy of fear. And so the feeling of the craving, I think, is chasing a thrill. So somebody might have some addictions here, masking some addictions as well. But I do feel this is creating a clashing of energies, and maybe even a forced separation, because somebody here needs to deal with a blockage. So I do feel somebody here is really hot and cold. Really hot and cold, but they're longing at the same time. Craving and aching. So let's go a little bit further with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck and see what else needs to come through. Keep in mind, this is not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs. We get the Nourishment card. I always feel Empress energy, and so we do need to honor our journey as sacred. And so I do feel we've got like a feminine energy coming through that's really on the path of self-development, maybe shining a light, or maybe even recognizing that she's neglecting her own path and neglecting nurturing the part of her that's yearning for growth too. We could have a feminine that's masking, but I feel it's time for the mask to come off. So however that resonates for you, let's see what else needs to come through. I do feel something about divine timing. Somebody here could have multiple choices. They're showing me the Seven of Cups. We get liberation. So this is about breaking the chains. So there might be some newfound clarity. I do think alcohol might be a problem. Alcohol might be creating these conflicting feelings. And alcohol might also be what is being used to mask this underlying longing and craving for somebody. Somebody here is very withdrawn. I feel there's that hermit energy 22. Somebody here is very withdrawn and maybe surrounded by a lot of people, but they're lonely. Now I'm hearing that Lauv song, Fuck, I'm Lonely. Is that Lauv by Lauv, L-A-U-V? Or is that Justin Bieber? I'm not sure, part of my language, but this is connected to a life purpose for sure. Somebody here, I feel, is really needing to face some type of an addiction and break those chains. I just felt like my heart skipped a beat. And so I also feel somebody's stripping away their ego, but they're struggling. And so the alcohol might be masking this consequence below the surface. I feel somebody feels like they really got themselves tied up in a situation here. And truth and honest communication is what's going to pay off some karmic debt. So cause and effect. And then we get visions. So I feel this vision is connected to this intuition. They're showing me a high priestess here. So we could have a Pisces energy here. We could have somebody that's the embodiment of the divine feminine, high priestess energy that is very much in tune with receiving prophetic messages and downloads and important visions from the divine, and has this deep knowing when it comes to this connection. And so I do feel we're at that pivot point, though, of collective accountability. So we cannot evolve as a society. We cannot evolve in our personal lives without being completely accountable for our journey and take ownership for the past, what we've created within relationship cycles. We can't blame other people for what it is we've been lacking. And so this is about total ownership. And considering maybe a new spiritual vocation. We're going to do one more round here. And so I do feel this is about living your soul's purpose. So I feel somebody here has really struggled with maybe accepting their spirituality, but the signs and the things are very loud in the energy. So the number synchronicities, I think, are really encouraging somebody to be accountable. And that's the most loving thing we can do for ourselves and those that we are connected with, is to be accountable. On the healing journey, it takes great strength to be accountable, because that's the first step in promoting a healthy connection and a healthy relationship with another. Releasing self-criticism, releasing criticism of others, because everything really is a reflection of what needs healing when it comes to criticizing another. And so looking in the mirror, evolving. And so there is something here that is about to shift in a very powerful way. And this is connected to a family and a life purpose, a life path, maybe your life work, maybe working together with this person. So I do feel there's illumination of something coming through when it comes to a greater purpose. So let's go a little bit further. I think the signs have been cautioning somebody. The signs are saying, hey, over here, you're going through an awakening. You are awakening to this divine consciousness. And so there is massive global awakening taking place. I feel the first mass wave of awakenings. And so I've been on the awakening path for several years now. I come into that higher consciousness of my soul's identity, I think, to prepare for this moment, to help others that are now joining the waves of awakenings. But I do feel the soul awakening process is a process of upheaval, but it is also a process of healing the mind, the heart, the body, the soul. And it does require rest. We do have to recover. And so sometimes recovery means taking a step back and facing some obstacles, facing some karma, clearing some karmic debt, cause and effect for every choice that you have ever made. It's kind of like that life review energy, but clarity is coming. I also feel this bluffing energy is attached to somebody spying on maybe somebody that's in the social networking field or on social media that is in the public eye. So let's go a little bit further with the tarot and see what else needs to come through. I will use the Tarot of Dreams. Look at that, healing. We get a water bearer energy here. We get Aquarius. We are going into the age of Aquarius. And so I think there is something very significant being illuminated, being healed, being alchemized when it comes to the age of Aquarius, when it comes to authentic expression below this beautiful Aquarian goddess energy, which I always feel is like Aphrodite or Isis energy. We get the magician. And so the magician has all of the tools. The magician understands how to alchemize all of the elephants. Oh, elephants in the room. Oh, somebody has to address a big elephant in the room before you can go forward. Interesting. Okay, Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius energy. Somebody needs to speak up here. And below the magician is the Four of Wands with the Lovers. So somebody's got a big decision to make. Gemini energy, Aries energy. The doorway opportunity is here, I think, to utilize all of your tools, all of your gifts, to understand that you have what it takes, but you have to create that reality by stepping forward. And so you got to stop staying in a state of lack. And so somebody here is in a state, I think, of dark night of the soul. And so we could have a masculine energy coming through. We got Scorpio. Could be a Mars in Scorpio. But the only way to overcome these conflicting emotions is to be accountable. There's no other way around this Five of Cups but through the fire of the Six of Cups. And so going through some past nostalgia, the past is coming back. Somebody might have some past regrets about maybe how a relationship ended. Doesn't have to be. I also feel this is healing third party within relationship cycles. But let's get into it. So we get Scorpio, we get Aquarius energy. We're going to do 9 cards. We're going to see what else needs to come through for the collective message today. I feel a Scorpio and an Aquarius together. Definitely a clashing of differences there. I would say definitely incompatibility there. Recent past, 10 of Cups. So we get Mars and Pisces energy, Mars and Capricorn, and the 3 of Pentacles. And we get the 8 of Swords. And so illusions, family illusions. And so this is what everybody sees on social media. The 10 of Cups, right? The glory to God. This is my holy union. You know, everybody posts all the good stuff on social media, including the dog. And I feel when Pluto dips back into Capricorn, this retrograde, we're no longer going to be able to keep these illusions alive, because it's feeling like entrapment. It's feeling like I can't breathe in this situation. I can't keep pretending that everything is good. We could have somebody with strong Pisces, a masculine with strong Pisces and Capricorn. But I feel with Jupiter now in Gemini, we are expanding, right? And so there's a lot of truth. Jupiter in Gemini, I think, is bringing in a lot of truth. It's kind of like the fall energy, because Jupiter in its glory would be Sagittarius. And so Jupiter in Gemini is the detriment. And so we can't escape this work of releasing these entrapped situations, I feel. And so there's that emotional exploration. The Page of Cups also represents children. Oh my goodness, the Page of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. And so there's that energy of time's up. What is it that you want to grow moving forward? We're all done with these status quo foundations. We are all done keeping up with the Joneses, right? So what is it that you really want to build? So new opportunity for love, new opportunity for passion, excitement, emotional exploration, inner child healing. And so what are you loyal to? Are you going to be loyal to an illusion? Or are you going to be loyal to maybe a new beginning? There's that Hermit, the Fool and the Hermit. And so think long and hard about what it is you want to invest in next, because where we are headed is towards victory. If we as a collective can leave behind the strife, the competition, the pointing fingers, and the blame game, if we can expand through the heart chakra, we can all come out on top. But it's going to take wisdom. It's going to take shining the light. It's going to take doing that deep dive, that deep inner work. And we're going to have to heal this lack mentality of there's not enough. There's more than enough to go around for everybody. And so healing a wound. And so what I do recognize here is a realignment. I kind of see a 2 of Pentacles and a need to decide what abundance means to you. And I think to quickly decide. And so we could have a masculine here taking charge, departing a situation, bossing up. We could have a masculine here accelerating towards accountability. And that's what it's going to take to have instant manifestation. And so there's the Sagittarius energy. And so I do feel there's some type of like disillusionment. Be careful what you choose, because what you choose will own you. And so we can't allow materialism to own our soul. And so I think somebody here has a very emotional decision to make. We could have Venus and Scorpio coming through, but I feel there's something here being tempered or alchemized when it comes to the completion of a cycle of lack and grief, healing abandonment wounds. And so I do feel we need to leave the strife behind. We need to be accountable. And so the doorway opportunity is there, but it takes great faith to allow yourself to be moved forward by the fates. And it might take accountability, and it might take, you know, praying, like, is given a Hail Mary. What is that song I heard? It's like, I only talk to God when I need when I need something or something. I know there's like a song I heard recently, but I only talk to God when I need a favor. I talk to God every day, but I do feel something here is divinely fated to move forward at this time during this retrograde. It's thundering outside. And so we do got a King of Cups here that I think has hidden some emotions for a long time. And I think has been really withdrawn, figuring out what it is they're really longing for. Maybe closing out a karmic cycle, maybe healing from addictions. But I feel a life force activation is going to get somebody moving. And I do think this is going to take like a major tower for somebody to be accountable about a soulmate connection, about a life partnership, about maybe a twin soul. And so a lot of memories here. I do think everything is kind of coming down around somebody here, like the walls are closing in and you can't escape the laws of karma, the consequences of decisions. And so an opportunity to move things forward. But I do think it's going to come in as like something small, but it might be a full steam ahead going into Cancer season and into Lionsgate. Huge potential for wish fulfillment here. So really use your discernment and trust your intuition on this one. Let's get a closing message from Spirit. Let's get a closing message. So I feel maybe in the past somebody overstepped some boundaries and the line needed to be drawn in the sand. Somebody really needs to be brave, I think, to admit where they deceived themselves. Maybe to be brave to come forward with an apology, because this is a divine partner, I feel. A love like you've never known before. And so perspective, I think, is opening up somebody's eyes to see things from maybe another person's point of view. But there's something destined here coming. And so make sure you are firm in your boundaries. I think a soulmate union is sneaking up on this Queen of Cups and she's not going to see it coming. So what do we got? So I don't think there is enough information at this point. So be the observer, be that Queen of Cups observer, because I do feel this tower is coming in unexpectedly. And maybe you're ready for this, but I think it might drudge up some unresolved emotions from something from the past. And so this is karmically clearing something. So there is a divine plan when it comes to this. I also feel we've got this Queen of Cups that has learned not to allow herself to be depleted. Maybe in the past this was a relationship that was not reciprocal, and somebody's really been conflicted about maybe the great return is what I just heard. But I feel the worst is already over, so I don't think you need to worry about that. I don't think you're going to go through the worst again. You've already gone through the worst. So let go and let God. I do feel the divine is kind of in control of the situation. It's in the hands of the divine. So I do feel somebody here has some unspoken words, though, that they need to bring forward. And that's kind of what I got for a message today, guys. So I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you'd like to book in with me, check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.